Hi everyone, and good evening, and welcome back. It's Friday and the 5th day of the month of August. A lot of ground to cover tonight. Of course, a flood update. Local folks, with the assistance of a lot of others, taking tons and tons of animal feed to neighboring counties today, and more is needed of that. We'll also have an update from the governor, a COVID update for you, a lot of important other announcements and news items, so stay with me for the rest of the half hour. Some wonderful news to share. I was not here this afternoon to take a part in or catch a glimpse of the caravan in his honor, and I'm so regretful of that. Just had to be elsewhere. Deputy Darren Lawson made his way home today and back to his department in Floyd County for a brief stop. I think 8 surgeries on his leg at last count, and maybe even more. But at 3:30, he was back in Floyd County this afternoon, and that was some wonderful, wonderful news. He's just now returning home for the first time since that tragic shooting in Floyd County. We wished him very, very well, he and his family and his fellow officers. A couple of things happening in the Ramey Park on Monday. I need to go ahead and tell you about them now, so I don't let it go and the show go and not. But as I told you last night, the McGoffin County Special Olympics team wants to invite everyone to the Ramey Memorial Park this Monday, 7 o'clock. They're having a walk or rally for social inclusion awareness. A lot of special needs kids and kids without special needs. You know, a new school year, among other things, can be very intimidating, be very scary, and for those and a whole lot of other reasons, they just want to get everyone together and try to remind everyone to be nice and courteous and thoughtful of your friend and neighbor and fellow student and fellow human being. And that social inclusion awareness walk, hosted again by the McGoffin County Special Olympics team, is for absolutely everyone in the Ramey Park this Monday at 7 o'clock. Now earlier, I guess I could have put them in order, noon till 4 in the Ramey Park. The free pool party for everyone, ages 1 day to 101 years of age or more. It's just open to the public. Hosted by Mayor Pete Shepard, Judge Executive Matt Wireman. I know several city council members, and a long list of others have all chipped in. I just don't have the list in front of me. But it's free swimming. The last day the pool's going to be open this year. Free hot dogs, free food. And they hope a wonderful time for everyone. Just want to have a good time. Everyone's deserving of that. Noon to 4 this coming Monday. I'll be right back with more headlines in just a second.
Stop in at Prohibition today. We have hot coffee, iced coffees, frappuccinos. If you're not a fan of coffee, we have non-coffee beverages like Freshies or Red Bull Kickers. Stop in today for a pup cup, whipped cream and dog treats designed specifically for your pup to make their tails wag. Try our delicious donuts from Gracefully Made Donuts, cheesecake and brownies from our local cheesecake lady, and an assortment of other delicious pastries from Rutabaker's Bakery in Moorhead. Stop in or drive through. We're open till 8 p.m. every day, located on the Parkway next to Appalachian Smoke.
Check out the latest in savings on new sets of tires and vehicle maintenance at Conley's, like $150 back on Goodyears, $120 back on Bridgestones, and big deals on Firestone, Hankook, General, and more. All with perfect snap-on balancing, and where they only charge $35 for state-of-the-art computer diagnostics to fix exactly what you need and get you back on the road. On the web at conleytire.net or stop by in Staffordsville. Before we go to your local update that I have for you this evening in regards to flooding assistance, let's go to that on the state level. Governor Beshear earlier today in his Day 8 news update saying that we are still holding at 37 lives lost. He also discussed 100% federal assistance, the President and First Lady touring Eastern Kentucky next week, the number of missing persons, and some other important details.
Today's report is that while we have thousands that lost their home, that we need to stabilize, steady progress is being made, and real significant progress, especially over the last 8 days. Best news of the day is that our death count remains the same. It did not go up, still at 37 confirmed fatalities across the 5 counties. A couple pieces of recent news. First, I've sent a request to the President for 100% federal share for the Public Assistance Program. This is a similar request that we made after the tornadoes in western Kentucky. What we received in that one is 100% on two major categories for a 30-day period. This is a request for 100% overall. We'll see where that goes. I've also sent a request to FEMA to add Whitley County to the Individual Assistance Program. Also, we just heard out of the White House that on Monday, August 8th, the President and the First Lady of the United States are going to travel to eastern Kentucky, where they'll join Brittany and I to visit families affected by the devastation from this flooding. And they'll survey recovery efforts at a local FEMA Management Agency State Disaster Recovery Center. More details are to follow. KSP is still reporting 2 missing persons. Both are from Breathitt County. Please note this number isn't an unaccounted for type of number. This is based on calls that have come on into KSP Post, and if we can put up those numbers in case people have not connected with their loved ones. These are calls that have come in, over 1,000 welfare checks done by KSP to people that they can't currently find. Also, was at the EOC this morning and yesterday morning, hearing full updates from each and every part of it, being on a call with all county officials. One of the main things that we're doing today, because we've moved past the initial search and rescue phase, and because we're worried about weather that's coming up, is wellness checks almost all day. So to a lot of people who may be stranded in their home, but it be livable because their private bridge has been wiped out, a whole lot of wellness checks today are going to be going on.
The governor also updated the list of counties available, or eligible rather, for individual assistance through FEMA, and that list was actually even updated again after his update and now officially includes Leslie, McGoffin, Martin, and Whitley, added to Breathitt, Clay, Floyd, Knott, Letcher, Owsley, Perry, and Pike. You can apply for that individual assistance online at disasterassistance.gov, calling 1-800-628-3362, or he says perhaps the best way is in person at 7 FEMA mobile registration centers, with the governor telling us where those are and also explaining his displeasure and attempt to fix the problem with what he says are too many people already being denied by FEMA.
There are 7 of these centers. Now I want to talk about 2 different things that you can do there. First is you can go in as you're trying to register your initial claim. But I talked to the FEMA regional administrator today, talked about how too many people are being denied, and talked about the fact that people at these registration centers are available to help you if you've been initially denied. What that means is some people are denied because you don't have all of the documents submitted that you need to. Now to me, that should read as incomplete, but that's not how it comes back. So today, I have been reassured that if you've been denied, you can go in and talk to one of the FEMA people at these locations. They will open up your claim and they will talk to you about the reasons for the denial. Our goal is, if it's because you didn't have certain documentation, and that's documentation that's related to government or state government, that we have our one-stop shops in these same locations or close to them, and we can walk you over to get that document. Now, hopefully it's one of the things we're already planning for, but we've asked for FEMA to also tell us the various reasons for denial that they are seeing, so that we can try to get those services here. Already hearing stories that I don't like about people getting denied, so I think this is a good step about FEMA folks being willing to open up your claim and talk through it. So if you've been denied, please go to one of these locations. Hours are 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. And ask them for help.
The governor also mentioned GoFundMe pages, citing laws that are just laws and saying that he was only the messenger. He had been notified by FEMA that anyone who gets proceeds from a GoFundMe account or something of that means for a specific thing such as repairing a home, replacing a home, things of that nature, well, that could and more than likely would prohibit them from getting funds from FEMA for that same thing, same item, same whatever. So tell your friends and neighbors. It's very, very, very important. Also, going back to individual assistance, which now includes Magoffin County. I just got off the phone with Judge Executive Matt Wireman just a few moments ago, and we had actually more damage in Magoffin County, nothing to the extent of any of our neighbors, but as we did as well, as you just heard, qualify for individual assistance. So far, the judge's office has confirmed about 12 to 15 homes that had water underneath and did extensive damage to their ductwork, AC, heat systems, things of that nature, but as well about 4 or 5 residences in Magoffin County, 4 or 5 homes that had water inside 10 to 12 inches. We didn't think that water had breached any Magoffin County homes, but 4 or 5, and those will be eligible to at least apply for individual assistance. I also want to pass this along to you if you're looking for a way to help. I had someone today in contact with some American Red Cross representatives who are at the Wellness Center down in Moorhead, the large new building on the right if you're going towards Moorhead, just outside of West Liberty. That is where about 50 folks from shelters in Wolfe County have recently been taken. The American Red Cross is there and helping them provide shelter. And the items that they need after inquiring, diapers and personal hygiene items for about 50 people, adults and children, obviously. And if you could help in that respect, that would be wonderful. Those were the particular items we put in a call earlier today, and that was a response that we got. Bedding and water and other things of that nature appear to be okay, but diapers and personal hygiene care at the Wellness Center in West Liberty appears to be the most important needs at this time. An unprecedented need continues for pets and animals in the flooded areas. And that's what some Magoffin County folks, with a lot of help from a lot of others, were tending to today. I'll have that next. Parkway Pharmacy, as always, promises the quickest service with the very best care and prices, and to always have someone there to talk to when you have a question. With 3 pharmacists, curbside, drive-through, and call-ahead service. Parkway Pharmacy in Sagersville, 349-4400.
Where you can always talk to a pharmacist when you need one.
I'm Kelly Collins from Golden Law Office. I began my legal career in Lexington, representing some of the nation's largest insurance companies. This experience provided me with the inside knowledge as to how the insurance company will prepare to defend your case. I'm now taking that knowledge and returning to my hometown in Eastern Kentucky to help those hurt through no fault of their own. If you or a family member have been injured in an auto or truck accident, call Golden Law Office today.
The reassurance of getting your medications and over-the-counter needs at Sagersville's oldest and most trusted pharmacy, the convenience of curbside pickup and call-ahead service, and the fact that you can walk in, order to go, or sit down and get gourmet quality hot fudge brownies, nachos, shakes, coffees, hot dogs with homemade sauce, desserts, and more makes it more than your hometown Good Neighbor Pharmacy. It's a destination in downtown Sagersville, Frazier's Prater Drugstore. It doesn't get any sweeter than that. Also, an unprecedented need for pets and livestock after this following interview that you're about to see that I did this morning with Avavian and Rick Deaton before they headed back to Breathitt County. They told me after returning that farmers had actually been there waiting since about 8 o'clock this morning on desperately needed supplies that had been dropped off or donated through or to A&J Farms, who have been getting them to where they need to go now 4 days. Tons and tons and tons of food and supplies.
All of the feed and stuff started coming through Buckman Feed out of Danville. We've got donations through Hinton, Frank Hinton and Son in Flemingsburg. We have donations from the Pride Dog Company, and then we have monetary donations through the public, people bringing money, people donating supplies. Chewy.com sent stuff in here that people have purchased, because we are a drop location for anyone that wants to do PayPal or order from Amazon or Chewy. They will drop to this location for flood relief victims.
How much feed and tonnage do you think you've gotten so far?
With these loads today going out, you're probably looking at, between all purchases and all the donations from the companies, we're looking at probably 10 to 12 tons so far. That's in feed. That's not counting water. That's not counting bath products. We have fixed up, I've lost count of the bags for shower bags to take and give out at the locations where they brought the portable showers in. We've done first aid kits. We've done boxes and boxes of trash bags and buckets and stuff that's been donated by people and dropped here, that we've taken to the community, not to locations, but just to each community, and done one by one handouts. Me and Ricky work Sunday all day doing house to house drops with water, buckets, cleaning supplies, trash bags, brooms, just whatever we could grab together and take and give out to people.
And all those tons aren't going to be enough. A great but unknown number of animals have been lost, but still, farmers and pet owners who were able to save some or all of their animals are essentially right now working with nothing.
You would not believe the livestock and the cattle and the horse operations that are in Knott County, Perry County, Letcher County. I mean, Knott County puts on the biggest trail ride in the year. So there are a substantial amount of horse people up in there that's got no barns, no fencing. A lot of their animals have been found dead. A lot of the animals are loose, and they're trying to catch them. They're trying to round them up. And unless you've ever owned a cow and hit running loose, if you ain't got a feed bucket, you probably ain't gonna catch it.
And we like to thank all the people in Syersville that's done cash donations to us to buy. There's been, and we don't want to say their names because they might not want on the.
And we don't want to leave somebody out.
You understand?
So, but they have been a lot of people that have given cash valued because they don't know, and we're there, and we know what people need to buy and stuff. Right now, it's in a cleanup process. If people were going to donate and they didn't want to do the animal side of it, buy totes. People need the tote to put a picture album in, or a picture that they've got out of the mud in. Some way that they've got something to store whatever they can dig out of this, because they're going through the rubble and they're digging through this to latch on to anything, and they need some way to store this stuff because they can't put it back in the house. House is gone.
I've got a Friday COVID update for you in just a few moments, something we haven't seen for at least a week or so, or two maybe, on the state map, and some numbers from your health department here in McGoffin County as well. But right now, I got a bunch of birthdays, and you know how I love that. Starting off tonight's McGoffin Farm Bureau calendar. Birthdays, love doing some birthdays. The first of 4, happy birthday. And my beautiful wife, it says Michael Rao, love Hanson, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Connie Miller, love a long list of family and friends, Connie. Happy bestest of birthdays to you. To Kristen Salyer with a long list of family and friends attached. It says, please wish Kristen a happy birthday. And there it is. Happy birthday, Kristen. Happy birthday to Shirley Jackson. Love your family and friends as well, Shirley. Happy birthday to you all. From there, remember the free day in the pool for everyone in the community, noon to 4. And then that's Monday, and then, of course, the social inclusion walk and rally in the park at 7. I told you about those earlier. And remember, Head Start now taking applications for the next school year in McGoffin County. Call 349-3488. And remember to call me when you have a calendar announcement you want the world, or at least the best part of it, to know about, and I'll pass that along. That will do it for tonight's calendar. Moving on to funeral service announcements. I have one announcement this evening. It comes in loving memory of Michael McCarty, who would have been 43 today. Greatly and sadly missed by his mom and kids, Blake McCarty, Whitney Cantrell, and Haley McCarty. In loving memory. Banking from home or on the go has never been easier and will forever be an important and necessary part of life. And Sagersville National has been and will always be at the forefront of meeting and exceeding your financial needs and giving you the safest and most worry-free online and mobile banking so you can worry about the important things, like what's for dinner. They're there when you need them at the main and branch locations of the Sagersville National Bank. Keywords right now at the seasonal shop, new arrivals. They've got new fall shorts and more coming in soon, but they're already fully stocked on cello jeans and cutoffs, and they're now carrying Hornet football, hats, tees, and sweatshirts just in time for the season, and all proceeds go to the Magoffin County Quarterback Club, plus new Ridge and Holler designs, some that need no explanation, and a complete new line of fall baby clothes. And remember, they have baby and wedding registry. They also have a new line by Capri Blue where fashion meets fragrance. Amazingly pleasing scents across a line of candles, diffusers, soaps, lotions, and perfumes for home, car, and the bath. And right now, and just before school, all summer clothes are 50% off this week at the seasonal shop in downtown Sayersville.
I'm Bill Tinker. I've spent the past 19 years defending insurance companies in car crashes, truck crashes, and slip and falls. Are you involved in a case like that? Is the insurance company giving you the runaround about your medical bills, your benefits, or your lost wages? Contact me at McFarland Tinker Law Office. With our combined experience of over 58 years, we're here ready to work for you.
The CDC updating the COVID map for Kentucky just earlier. We will await, of course, until Monday, as that will be the day that numbers are updated as far as the positivity rating, which went down last week for the first time in weeks, months, actually. Numbers also, as well, I can tell you, reported today from the Magoffin County Health Department are down just a bit from last week. You can definitely call this positive news. Good news or great news, we're still waiting on that, but this is definitely positive news. We're back to a tricolor map for the first time in a little while. We had seen no green for a little while. Tonight we've got 9 green counties, none of them in eastern Kentucky. In fact, Magoffin, Johnson, and every single one of our neighbors are all well into the red, but nevertheless, it's a pattern, it's a trend that we hope will continue. As far as the number of red counties, last week we were at 81, we're still at 80, but 9 green counties. And that, again, is positive news, 31 in the yellow. I did speak with our public health director at the Magoffin County Health Department just a moment ago. He confirmed that while we had 57 cases for the entire week last week, we're down to 49 for this week. Again, hopefully a trend. The positivity rating still, like I said, not updated till Monday, so still holding at 17.89%, which was about 1.5% or roughly lower than it was the week prior. So hopefully, when I see you Monday, that number 2 will follow the downward trend. And that leaves us with nothing more than your weather forecast brought to you by Licking Valley RECC. I wish I had better news, bright, beautiful, sunshine-filled skies, but this pattern is not letting loose of eastern Kentucky and much of the eastern U.S. anytime soon. You might see some sunshine and some dry conditions on your Sunday. The bulk of the rain that we've been seeing this afternoon has passed through and on, but there's still more to come. Zooming out here, you can see over the course of the last 90 minutes or so that a lot of that rain is making its way on out of eastern Kentucky and only some smaller cells, if you will, to our west. But with that, we still have a 90% chance of showers and thunderstorms after 7 o'clock or so. So a bit of a break in the action, but possibly some more tonight. Nothing on the severe side right now, but a little heavy rain at times could be possible. 1/4 of an inch, I think, for the rest of the evening on average, without seeing any storms that could develop, is a pretty good estimate. For your Saturday, a chance of showers and thunderstorms in the morning and in the afternoon, and mostly cloudy skies. Will follow some patchy fog in the AM. We'll see about 84 degrees and maybe a 1/4 of an inch on average tomorrow, with the exception of some thunderstorms. The likelihood, again, of which we have at about 60% for your Saturday. Sunday looks better. Looks a lot better. Mostly sunny. 40% chance of showers and storms anytime after 11 or so, and those chances will wane down to about 20% by late Sunday night. So we might get a little bit of break in the action on Sunday, maybe on your Monday. 87 for Sunday, back to 84 on your Monday. Mostly sunny skies again on Monday. And again, another 40% chance of some showers and storms anytime after 11. So hopefully those 2 days will be better in reality than they look on the screen. And they're definitely a couple of the brighter spots. Not the brightest spots in your 7-day, though. Tuesday, another system. Guess what? Front rolls through, clouds, 80% chance of showers and storms. We might get some real rain out of Tuesday and Wednesday. 82 Tuesday, Wednesday right around 79. And for Thursday and Friday, hopefully this will be a sign of things to come. Fingers crossed. 80, 81 degrees, mild, but mostly sunny, and only a 20 and a 10% chance of some showers and storms. So maybe that'll be the start of things to come. This has been a pattern that it's time to go. And that's it for tonight. We'll see you back here Monday for more of Your News Today. Thank you for watching and for always being a part of the show.